Hi, Michael Berge with Digiday, back here at Possible Day One, here in the Digiday studio, and sponsored by this lovely lady here, Laurel Rossi of Infillion. So thank you for your support.
A pleasure.
You are CMO, right?
I am CMO and CRO.
And CRO.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a big job.
I am the prize.
Well, Laurel, I don't mean to start with anything too heavy, but one topic I've been asking a couple of other people on stage today is, at what point does the industry get serious about the amount of fraud in programmatic? The latest kind of bad boy of this business is MFAs. It feels like we're constantly talking about the problem. It doesn't feel like the problem gets solved. Infillion has some role to play in this. What do you see with the problem and the attempts at solutions?
Yeah. So such a big topic. I think we've been in the programmatic business for a long time, but now with Media Math, we are squarely in the space. I think that just eliminating waste in general has been such a big topic for us, and really thinking about how we put more value back into the platforms in general. Clearly, with our data focus, we've been able to be very pure about our first-party data, and getting us to a point where we want to make sure on the supply side that the match is really there. I feel like the fraud issue and MFAs is a passing phase. You've got to hope, and I think that we are.
It's been around for a while, though.
Sorry.
It's been around for a while, though.
I think the industry, there's enough heat on the industry now that we can honestly say that we're all focused on it. I'm hoping that we lock arms. I know I've been working with the IAB and some others to make sure that we take some aggressive stances.
Okay. On the positive side, I believe you're big proponents of attention as a new metric, essentially. How is that going, and do you feel the industry understands and is absorbing?
We think attention's been around for a long time. I mean, on the Truex side, we've been focused on guaranteed attention for a dozen years. But more importantly, I think the idea of attention it's attached to some of the topics, you and I just talked about, in terms of how do we know it's really reaching folks and why that's so important. I think respecting people's time, attention, and privacy is central to that. And when you think about that as a centerpiece, ultimately attention becomes the metric. I'm hoping we all adopt it as the metric. I feel like up until now, the idea of reach isn't good enough, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think we're all agreed on that one. You're 6 months into the acquisition and absorption of Media Math. Where does that go from here?
Yeah, it was a fast start. Winning back the attention of suppliers and the confidence of customers was certainly first and foremost for us. And I think we did a good job of really instilling in the people at the ecosystem partners that we work with that we were serious about things like fraud, things like no waste, and also really being on their side. And as partners, that's gone super well. So we were able to stand things back up by November 15th and get customers back on the platform by Jan 1 and get our own customers back on the platform a month later. And it's going well. I'm proud to say it's going well. And I think we inherited some technology that was ahead of its time in its day. And I look forward to it being even better as we incorporate Infillion and obviously attention and some other things into that platform, CTV being the centerpiece of it.
It's quite the bouillabaisse of stuff coming together there.
It's a good bouillabaisse.
You're a chef, aren't you? Lastly, I'm curious, here we are at possible year 2. What do you get out of it, and what do you try to put into it?
There's no shortage of industry events, and Michael, we get to go to them, and we're so lucky.
Yep.
I think this is a little bit different. It feels different. I love the focus on brands. I love the idea that we can have some honest conversations with our partners right there in the room. And I think more important, when you're jamming another event into the first half of the year, as we traditionally do, I think that people who are here are very thoughtful about being here, and I appreciate the seniority of the folks, on the stage and in the room, and also the thoughtfulness with which they put their presentations together. So I think it's a little bit different.
Do you think this could replace CES since no one wants to go anywhere beginning of January that we have to do every year right after New Year's and the holidays?
What? You don't like taking that trip? They moved it back a week.
Oh, a week, a big week. Ooh.
I think it's a little bit different. I think for me, we have an opportunity to talk to our ecosystem partners at CES. I think here we're really talking to our advertisers and having a different kind of conversation.
Yeah, it's a different audience.
So it's a little bit different, but
unfair question.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'd love that week back.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Laurel, thanks so much for the time. It's great to see you. Laurel Rossi, CMO and CRO of Infillion.
Always a pleasure, Michael. Thank you.